Showmanship is a true art, requiring years of practice and discipline for the showmen to present their animals in the best possible light. For nearly 50 years, the Angus breed's top young contestants have been contending nationally for the prestigious title of Top Showman. And each state elects 2 representatives that compete in the preliminary round here at the National Junior Angus Show, and then the top 15 contestants compete in the finals.
Growing up, I actually didn't enjoy doing showmanship because it was always at the end of shows and I was tired and I didn't want to do it, but my dad always made me do it, and I am very thankful that he did. The top 15 selection actually went a lot different than I expected it to. It went a lot faster. It felt like we were in there for 5 minutes. I'm sure we were in there for a lot longer. And then it was even worse having to sit through the last 3 heats until we had to go out in the ring and then line up. And the lineup was the worst part. It was very nerve-wracking. I wasn't nervous in the ring at all, but when we were standing there side by side, I was very nervous. I was standing there and they called 5th and I was like, okay, well, I'm either 4th, 3rd, 2nd, or 1st, or I didn't make it. And then they just kept calling names, and then the other person from Kansas had already made it, and they said, and from Kansas, and then I just started crying. My dad is here. We both hugged and cried for a little bit. He taught me everything I know, and he's been a huge support throughout my whole life. And he was the one who really got me into showmanship, so it was really cool for him to be here. He drove all the way from Indiana to be here to see me. So having a fellow Kansan in the top 5 was awesome. Reed and I have been close this week, and we've been sticking together through this whole thing, and we both said that we're both going to come out with one of those silver bowls. And
you know, showmanship, I always say to people, it's not how well you present yourself, it's how well you get that animal presented. So that's what I was kind of looking for, is how well they presented that animal to us. How well did they make that animal look? Can they show the flaws out of that animal? And that's kind of what I was looking for.
When I'm at home, I don't use a show stick at all, and I don't spend hours and hours on it. All I do is set them up 2 to 3 times before I let them go at night. And if you do that every day for a year, they get really used to it. So then all you have to do is walk in the ring, and they're pretty automatic. So that's honestly the best thing you can do whenever practicing showmanship. Don't use a show stick, and set them up every night.
My advice to you, if you're a younger member and you want to wear the black pants and the white shirt, is do showmanship every time. Walk into the ring as much as you can. You know, practice, practice, practice. It's like doing homework. You know, you can't get an A on your test unless you do the homework beforehand. And so that would be my advice to young people, is just keep on practicing as much as you can. Get as much young ring experience and exposure as you can as well.
What are you going to do with your new silver bowl?
Well, I might eat cereal out of it in the morning, maybe. But I'll probably just put it in my room and stare at it every day for a while.